What we do here is go back.
We'll be live in 20 minutes. Yo, Bruce Banner, what's happening?
You buy the fresh one or the...
Let's put it up to work week. All right, I actually over calibrated. I got the over 450. Got him at 475, and he's still climbing.
You buy the fresh one or the...
This is for the training material that I'm going to have on Patreon. Bring this music up. So this is for the Patreon stuff. All right. It's working. Everything is working. Let's see here. What kind of time we looking at? I got to send out some notifications, get you guys rocking and rolling. As always, you guys want to come on up. You are always welcome. And let's see here. Working. So how things been for you guys out in the field? It should be picking up. Should be picking up for everybody. All right, let me take this one off. I got another one I'm working on. I haven't finished with the video yet. Let me see what I've got so far. I'm looking for criticism on the video. Oh, let's see here what we got. I'm sorry, you guys can't see what I'm working on. Well, let me show you the training dates. We'll do that. We'll do the training dates. Yeah, but what did you think of it? What did you think of the video? So here's the latest and greatest with the training. All right, StreamYard is up. We're actually including Instagram for once in a blue moon. And right here we go. Let's see what we got here with this music. Let's see here. All right, let me send one out to Brother Charles. Man, what the hell? Oh, I gotta redo it. Copy and paste. There it is. I gotta send one to I keep saying mother-in-law. It's my stepmother. My stepmother wants to see this. Life. I got to send one to Brother Charles. You know, it's funny. I used to have constant contact, but I never did get it set up. All right, 1 second. That's Brother Charles. You guys just love hanging out in the shadows, don't you? See, you guys have been attending the Hoshizaki class. True. That's good for you. Good on you. All right, we got. Yeah, almost 10 minutes. 1 second. Living in a house full of women, they're all asleep. They're awesome. Mm. All right, so I sent one out to Brother Charles. I sent one out to my mother-in-law. Let's see if I sent one out to my father. Oh, if I didn't before, I did now. All right. We are just about ready to get this thing going. There was an interview about Alto Sham, quite favorable. I hope you guys attend the Alto Sham class as long as they're available. American made Cambio. I had jury duty today. So the video I was going to do a live. I was going to record me working on a combi oven. It's actually one of my favorites. Actually, one of my favorites. Yo, Picture Man. What's up?
How good of you to join us.
All right, we
Yeah.
go. Getting there. We getting there. We getting there. All right, cool. A few more minutes. Oh, I got anybody in. I've got work for two places. I've got work for Dallas. I got work for Dallas, and I have work for Denver, a west suburb of Denver. Going outside Denver about 30 minutes or so. Anybody's interested, let me know. All right, let me start to add some of the screen. Get this thing going. All right. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. All right. Let me see what the hell we got going on here. Oh, I might as well show you guys some video or some pictures then. We'll start with that. Mondays are always wild. What we got going? What's up? What's happening? I got Tales from the Dishwasher side. I don't know if you're ready for it, but show it to you anyway. I'm gonna show it to you anyway. All right, let me get these photos up. Yeah, there we go. All right, I had lots of fun stuff today. Well, the other day I was working yesterday. Oh, come on, man. Come on, don't do this to me. Tama walk it, Tama walk it. All right, let me show these pictures. There we go. All right, so something. What the hell is going on with this thing? Already with the technical freaking difficulties. All right, that's what it's up to. Sorry about this. Fine. this thing is killing me. All right. I'm gonna have to find another way. We're gonna have to do this the slow and old-fashioned way. I guess I'm gonna have to pull up one photo at a freaking time. One photo at a time. Mondays are always freaking fun. All right, let's see how we got about 8 people in here now. All right, I guess it's about time. As always, you are more than welcome to come up, ask whatever type of questions you want. Matter of fact, let me hit you with the let me cancel that. Let me hit you with the AI girl. Some people are not quite aware of my pedigree.
Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast. Have all your questions ready and prepare yourself to truly engage with Mike and discuss ideas on all things related to commercial appliances. Without further delay, here is your host.
All right. So, as the, I guess, introductions are in order, as the AI lady said, my name is Mike Reed. I'm a service technician, grew up in the business. Been doing this since I was 15 years old. My father's business is in the western suburbs of Chicago. And I branched out, went to various other states, and currently I am in Houston, Texas. I work on commercial ovens. That includes convection, combi ovens, conveyor ovens, steam. I work on dishwashers, ice machines, refrigerators, walk-ins, although I don't like to talk about walk-ins much, and all other manners of commercial appliances. Most people don't know that there are over 1,000. In my estimate is somewhere in the range of over 3,000 different brands of commercial appliances out there for us to service. And what I do here is I come on a couple of times a week. I give you guys the information about who has training on what. Then I go into what that training leads to, what clients use the specific set of appliances. And then I even get into how do you deal with these companies that you decide that you want to work for. So in a nutshell, that is the channel. That is what this thing is about. And it just covers different topics relevant to the commercial appliance business, which is, we cover everything from hospitals, fire stations, grammar schools, universities, movie theaters, gas stations, grocery stores, office break rooms, the whole, and then of course your McDonald's, your Burger King, your Jack in the Box, all that kind of stuff. So that is what I do. That is what I try to bring to the show. Mondays and Thursdays, 7 and 8. I might actually make it 7 and 7 because I don't think Mike Sneed is going to be coming on at 7 p.m. on Thursdays anymore. And without further ado, let me jump into it. And I did all that, and it's still not 7 o'clock yet. Still not 7. All right, let's see what we can get here. I am using this this MacBook Air and MacBook Pro, and this damn thing is separating. I'm broadcasting on one screen, and I'm trying to pull up images from another. And for whatever reason, once again, I got stung with these updates. It doesn't want to. So here's ladies and gentlemen, here's what we got going on. I am going to show the entire screen. So bear with me. Yeah, I hate doing this because it gets a little trippy. But I don't have much choice. Sorry about that. That's the little one in the background. Now, I was called out. Back up. I was called out for a dishwasher. Let's see if I got it here. Let's see if it is here. I got 2 different places mixed up in here because I'm communicating with the client. Oh, did anybody catch my live that I did on, it wasn't Ready Ice, it was the other one. It was the other one where I actually caught up with a technician. I was walking out of the grocery store and the technician was rolling in, and I got a chance to stop him, and he opened up the merchandise, he opened up the unit, and we were able to see all of the mechanisms on the inside. And like he told me, he said, yeah, it's proprietary. They don't allow anybody else to work on their stuff. They have their own technicians. And now this is the sister company or cousin company. This is Ready Ice. And so they're in this one chain. The other one was in another chain. So that's how they're divvying it up. But it is all the same. They all have the rights to this equipment. This remotely communicates with the with the regional office. And it lets them know how many bags are in there. I didn't know it even kept track of how many bags are in there. How many bags are in the unit. How many bags of ice have been sold. Water flow, filtration levels, the entire 9, the whole 9. So we're going to be bouncing back and forth. And we can switch to something else at any given time. I'm not very rigid with this whole thing. If you guys want to ask a question and we can jump to something else, I have no problem with that. So this is a CMA conveyor unit. It's actually an EST44. I don't know if you guys remember that group EST. Greatest man alive. All right, so, but this this one is actually a B2. That's the serial number. Oh, that's right. This isn't an EST. This is another. I am seeing dishwashers in my sleep, ladies and gentlemen. I am seeing dishwashers every day. We're actually looking at 2 different units. I see so many freaking dishwashers. So this, excuse the first one, that B2. This is an under counter CMA dishwasher. Leakage. So yeah, this is all, they're using the wrong chemicals. So the chemicals are overflowing, and as it's drying, it's leaving behind all of this this film. Now, what you're going to notice in the next one, there's a yellow tag. Damn. Yeah, there's a yellow tag there. How many? Put it in the chat. How many people? Yeah, 3 times dope. Yes. You remember that, but that's what the hair. EST, the greatest man alive. So every single one of these, and then my funky dividends. Remember that song? Anyway, so this is there are warning tags all over these dish machines from every single brand. This is the best they've decided to come up with, is just to tag this stuff. And as you can tell, it's very old school. So now they're using zip ties. Back in the 80s, they would have used a wire tie. So that's how much they progressed from the 80s, from the 70s and the 80s till now, is that they're using plastic zip tie instead of a metal tie. Right. I'm gonna play one of his videos. Every time I bring stuff up, the system is listening, and so I'll get a bunch of old videos that pop up, and I've gotten about 3 EST videos that popped up, 3 times dope. So this tag signifies that one of the wires is off in the heating circuit. So what this tag actually signifies is that you need to start the machine, fill the boiler with water, fill the booster heater with water. They don't want you to dry fire on the element. Yeah, I'm getting at that whole thing going. So people will cut corners. This was a remodeled location. So they redid everything and turned it from a fast, quick serve restaurant into a sit down restaurant. And so the people that put in this dishwasher, they didn't call me. They decided to do it themselves. So in doing so, and having no knowledge on how to work on dishwashers, the entire time this restaurant has been open, the dishwasher has never come to temp. So finally, they decided to call around, and then they ended up with me. So this machine is actually a 181GW. I don't really see this particular brand name, this particular number, this model number that often, but it doesn't make a difference. So don't get thrown off if you see that kind of stuff. So it is a high temp. This is a high temp under counter dishwasher at the bar. There's a serial number. This restaurant's been open 8 months. 8 months. And at most, the water temperature was 80 degrees. This signifies another problem. This signifies that the incoming water is only 80 degrees and not 100. Anybody know what the maximum temperature rise that a dishwasher can deliver? No matter what temperature you give it. Let me see if you guys know. So I'll give you a hint. On the underneath the 81, it says 150 to 160 is the wash temp. If anybody knows what the temperature that comes in from the faucet at a restaurant, yes, around 200 to about 220. So it could do about a 30-degree rise. These dishwashers can't do more than they can't handle more than a 30-degree rise. And in the low temps, they have a sustainer, and they can't even do that. They can't do any of that. So this thing, yeah, close. So this thing, so it'll take it from the 120 to 150. So that's your 30-degree rise. And then on the booster, the booster heater, it'll bring it from the 150 to the 180. Yeah, so that's still the 30. So this is here. And they were real nice. They gave me something to drink, and they gave me something to eat. So I did a full inspection over here, and like this is just typical. This is why I'm here in Houston. 90% of the install. So that's the drain line running all the way that way, and they were complaining that water was splashing everywhere. So I had to change the position of the discharge hose. It actually needs something else set up and to place it so that water pressure coming out doesn't kick the hose around and send 180-degree water flying all over the place. Now, you have to have an air gap. It can't actually touch the drain because then you have migration. You have bacteria migration. This looks like it's touching it, but what I did was I took the hook of it and forced it into the slits over there. So it is hanging over. And this is another hose. They just randomly put hoses in there, and then on top of all that, they crushed one of them. At first I thought it was a dishwasher hose, but this went to something entirely different. Now, why do I have you guys why do I present all this information about Micromatic, Zero Zone, all this kind of stuff, Jackson dishwasher training, Champion? There are so many opportunities when you go out to these places. Don't just assume that everything is perfect. Just because they've been there for a while. They could actually be in a place for 5 years. If I didn't come around, who knows how long this stuff would have been this way. Here's the backup view and just so you can keep it in perspective. So the booster heater is on the bottom to the left. And that's going to be standard on all of them. This is your this lets you know what the pressure is looking like on the inside of the unit. So I took a look at everything inside and out. Let me see if that. I don't think this one plays. No, that one doesn't play. So I ran it a little bit to get the sucker going. And while I'm working on the dishwasher and letting warm water actually come into the unit, drain it and fill it again, I noticed behind me at the bar that the door wasn't closed. So right away you could see that there were multiple attempts to try to straighten this walk-in door. Multiple attempts. So I'll do it again. You can see that the cover for the door hinge is off. And let me see if I got another thing here to show you. So when you open and close the door will not close fully. Then when you look at it, you can see that it's not just a camera view. It is wider. The gap is wider at the top than at the bottom. And I'll save you from having to listen to me speak twice. So I do this as a visual so that the customer can understand. Believe it or not, if you don't do something as simple as that to focus their eyesight, they'll say, what am I looking at? So when you do things like that, no, it's not even, this was a new, it's not, when you have the warped hinges, the door will stick out. One part of the door will like come forward or back. I've got a door in the garage right now because I have warped doors. This isn't a warped door. It's not aligned. It's not aligned. So nice try, but it is. So the right side is, oh good, you guys can see. The top part of the door is pulling over to the left, and the bottom part of the door is shifted more to the door frame where the receiver is. So I don't touch it. I bring it up to the customer, let them know, and they're like, oh, that's why the door doesn't close. I said, yeah, because it's grabbing at the bottom. That's why it doesn't close. And once again, this all goes back to the people who did the build out. They always act like they can do everything, and they cannot do everything. So, once again, all right. So I do a video. It shows before and after, and this kind of ties in with me losing $3,000 in 15 minutes. So now we're within the range with these dishwashers. If you are too far below 150 degrees, it will just run indefinitely. It will not go over into a rinse cycle. It won't complete the cycle. It'll just run. The damn dishwasher will run from now until the sun burns out. So now I'm going through a whole cycle. It's actually gonna complete and run through. So that's what I'm saying. While these things are going on, I'm already taking a look at the bar backs. I'm taking a look at the mug chillers. I took a look at the walk-in doors. All of this kind of stuff, because I'm just. Hold on 1 second. I'm just.
Read and pen.
I'm just racking it up. I'm totaling everything up that needs to be done because there's so much more work. All right, I actually forced it over. I think I forced it over to get it to go. So this is the timer. Like I said, oh no. Okay, so it finally kicked in. Like I said, this is so old school. There's no computer. This is all going to be changing within the next 2 years. So there we go. So once it reached that certain temperature, it triggered the timer to continue on, and then we went into the rinse cycle, which is what the health department wants to see. They want to see that 180 or more, and this one pulled it off. Very simple, very old school. So I actually will be sad to see these timers go. So these timers are going to be gone. And then once again, this says internal diameter, ID, a minimum of a 1/2 inch. What did they do? They went with a 1/4 inch hose. They went with a 1/4 inch hose. So the a 3/8 to a 1/2 inch, but it's actually a 1/4 inch hose. It's not even a 1/2 inch. See, I don't know why they have it where it's in Spanish, where they're talking about it's 1/4 inch, but it doesn't say it anywhere else. So then I go over I explain to the customer, I say, hey, got your dishwasher going, explain to them what's going on. Most people will not tell the customer what's really going on as a matter of company policy. And this customer actually had a whole conversation with me about that. I had to explain that to them. So here it is. The guy was agreeing with me. He said, yeah, this thing never did close ever since the day I got employed. And he just never knew. He just never knew what it was. I'm like, yeah, the damn thing's supposed to close. Right. So here we are again and again. So it is even. It's not warped. It's even. It's just that the bottom is kicked over to the right and the top is kicked over to the left. So now this isn't the same walk-in. Is this the same walk-in? No, this is another walk-in. Sometimes you'll hear the fans making. This is another walk-in. Both of them are freezers, but this is another walk-in. Now he said, oh, you got to come and see this other one. So this walk-in, because they don't have the doors closed, as you can see, so this one is a fridge, and then you go into the freezer. So I'm checking out everything else to see what's going on. So it's pretty much that the drain has iced up. The drain is iced up. So it just so happened to go into defrost. It went into defrost right before I left. So then I was able to show them, and they were not aware that this was happening. Word to the wise, employees will not say a word. So there's the drain, there's a clean out cap. So I can take that out, do that. I have to remove all of the rest of that stuff and heat up that line. I also need to check the heater. So there's a drain heater. I need to check that out. I had to explain to the customer, they thought they could just get a plumber and clear the line. I said, yeah, you could do that, but there might be something wrong with the heater and your plumber isn't going to be able to do that. Doing even further investigation. So I follow the line for the drain, for the walk-in, through that wall. So we walked in. I said, hey, man, show me where the hell this thing goes to. So that's the other side of the wall. It was also leaking from there, too. Runs down, because I wanted to see how many curves and turns and things like this sucker was taking. And then who can see what's wrong with this picture? Who can see what's wrong with this one?
You have to pay me $1 million.
Brother Frank, what's happening?
Do you know something at all done? Booby, I probably know a lot you don't.
Anybody see? Anybody? Anybody see what's wrong with this? Maybe this is a little too small. We're all getting older. They got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Yay. There are actually 2 holes. That's what kind of work was done. This city is full of contractors that do this on a daily freaking basis. They do this on a daily freaking basis. Yeah, my apps. So, you looking at the fridge, Brother Frank? Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. You can come up if you want to. You can come up, or you could just type it in the chat, and then we'll deal with it as we do this. So feel free to go ahead and type that information in the chat. Customer was telling me, they said, "Oh, we always had these mosquitoes coming in here, and we didn't know where the hell they were coming from." Right? You can't see this, but there's the gap around that pipe, and then below that pipe, the EMT is covering up the view of a second smaller hole that they intended to use but never use it, but they never filled it in. So they said, "Oh, we got ants, we were having mosquitoes, and we didn't know where they were coming from." I'm like, yeah, well, that's where they're coming from. So this is the drain. This is the outside drain for the walk-in. So this is where it finally ends up at. And you can see there's moisture there. So my best guess is that during the late night, it goes through an extended defrost. And then that's enough for some of that water in the line to melt and drain out. Because when I got there, this was early afternoon. So it's. Let me see if I got a picture of this of the other holes in the front. I I wasn't too concerned. Oh, okay, there we go. I wasn't too concerned with the holes. Like I said, that's got nothing to do with me. I am not a building contractor. Oh, this brother Charles, brother Charles. You want to come up, brother Charles?
Yeah.
Brother Charles, you can come up if you want to. All right, I'm gonna mute you there. I'll mute you. Don't worry about it. So you can come up if you want to. But
Can you hear me, Mike?
yeah. Oh, damn, my bad. Yeah, I got you.
Okay. I'm just driving back from Kingwood. It's cool. I'm on with you.
All right, cool. My best wishes to your wife and her. You know, everything she's going through with her family.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, Mike. And I will definitely let her know.
All right, brother. But yeah, they got multiple pests. Yes, multiple pest issues, and they just couldn't figure it out. They couldn't figure out where it was coming from. So now so what I'm trying to tell you guys is it just adds value to you bring value to the table. And it helps to be thorough. You want to check it, you want to check everything out. And I did go through and I explained quite a bit to him. Oh, brother Charles, this is one of the I found one of the other coffee fellows from your boy. Your boy takes care of them. The one that used to take care of his ice machine over there in his display area at the roasters. Not that far from you. This is another one. This is, you guys don't know much about Samick. I've shown different pictures about Samick's dishwashers. They're actually going to be officially releasing the dishwashers in the US, I believe probably this year. This is a utensil dryer and polisher. So those beads are some kind of an organic.
I'll hit the mic.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I'll mute it. Oh, it sounds like you do.
Can you hear me, Mike?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, hold on one second.
Hold on, I can mute it.
You good, Mike?
Okay, all right. So, hold on one second. This piece of take a guess in the chat how much you think this thing costs. Take a guess how much a device that just dries. All it does is dry the dishes. Not the dishes, just dry the plates. That's all, not the plates, damn the utensils. Take a guess on how much that damn thing costs. Let me see who's closest to it. And I point these things out from time to time when I go. Samick makes the vacuum sealers. Samick makes dishwashers. They make an item that looks like a RoboCoupe. That's an immersion blender. It's less than 50, and it's a lot more than $3,000. So y'all, covering the high and covering the low, but not close. All right, let me go ahead and do that one before. Let me just go into this one. I'll go into this one. Oh, yeah, Samick been around since 1961. From España, Samick. Spell utensil wrong. Whatever. Let me see if there's a damn price on there. Oh. More way to skin. There we go. So Webstaurant has. Damn it! This came up so much easier. Let me see if it'll come up on this. All right, they're making me fight for this. They're making me fight for this. This is how the damn thing works. I don't even really think. Yeah, my apps is pretty close. There's the Samick dishwasher. So you take the utensils out.
The cutlery is sent down a heated ramp of vibrating vegetable-based granules.
Vegetable-based
The
granules.
granules on the cutlery cleans and polishes while the UV lamp sterilizes.
Mm.
The machines are fully automatic. Wet cutlery is introduced through the entry point here. And after a cycle in the machine,
FAX,
cutlery exits here.
6001.
Dry and bright, ready for immediate use or storage. The SAM 3001 is a
Here we go. All right, so now, hopefully they'll have a damn price. Oh, it's in euros. Damn, it's pretty close. Anyway, they run around like $3,000 over here. Oh yeah, somebody else was close. This one with Invictus was close. This one is $18,000. 16 on sale. So the one my customer has is about half the size of this one. I think theirs costs about like $4,000 or $5,000. So here you go right there. $16,000 for a unit that dries utensils and polishes them automatically. Why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because my clients were kind of like, they had this look of panic in their eye just on the immersion blender. It is against health department regulations to physically dry glasses and to dry the utensils. You can't take a bar towel and clean them and wipe them off. You have to let them air dry. That's why these items are needed. So either they have to let them sit on a rack and let them dry, or they can actually run this through a cutlery polisher. And Samick makes a whole bunch of other stuff. So just so you know. So I've worked on the dishwasher. I don't know if you guys seen it. But Samick, I've dealt with Samick for many, many years. It's one of those situations where I like them, but I don't know if they like me so much. Don't know. All right, let me see here. Let's see here. What else was I? Oh, I'll go back to the pictures. That's what I was doing. So, I think this is the one in the back. This is another one. This is another one. This is all the same day. This is all March 16th. You can see at the top of the screen, all of these were the same day. This one, March 16th, all the same day. You can see it up at the top of the screen, all the same day. I'm seeing dishwashers in my sleep. So they couldn't figure out why the dishwasher wasn't. They always blame the dishwasher. Oh, the dishwasher's not pumping chemicals. The things are not running right. So that's bull. That's bull. So this is this is a double. I have this at both locations. So the sound you hear is the motor is running, the pump, and nothing coming out. So then I go take a look at the chemicals, at the line, the chemicals, and then I find that the staff has moved the chemicals from the right side of the machine to the left. And in doing so, and also because they're using this cheap stove, in doing so, they also broke every freaking thing up. Is that my eyesight or is that that? Yeah, so all the lines are cracked. All the lines are cracked, so I'm just going to fast forward past that. That's the condition of just one of the freaking lines. So in order to keep everything flowing, I had to cut off the rot, cut off what's damaged, triage, and then shove the hose back through the tube and everything else like that. The detergent doesn't really matter so much. I mean, the rinse aid doesn't really matter so much. It is the sanitizer, because it's a low temp, and then the detergent. Also, when I was in there, they said, "Oh, it's not washing like it should. Some of the things aren't working." Really? I wonder why. I wonder why the thing ain't working like it should. So I had to go through there and to clean it. And once again, this is all, the customer has to pay you for your time. They got to pay you for your time. It doesn't matter if you're out there removing seeds from the spray arms. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're out there, replacing the hoses. It doesn't matter. They have to pay you for your time. That is the business that we are in. So I got to check them all, make sure that all the holes are open. Go through all that, check them all, make sure I take off all the end caps. Check everything can't think of the name of it. Just checking everything out. All right, this is the last one I went on there. And so you have these videos. You take these videos so that you can show the customer, and what did you do? And you can show them, and you could just fast forward, go at it, and just move your finger across the screen like I do, and just show them in a fast speed. Hey, this is what's going on. You're actually showing that they had a problem and that you took care of it. They called me because the health department has already been on them. Actually, for the same kind of thing. And if you notice back here, why do I deal with plumbing? Not plumbing that's hardwired, not the pipes in the wall, but the plumbing as far as the dishwasher and the spray arm. So you can see there's a puddle of water. There it is right there. There's a puddle. So their spray arm needs service. So I took some pictures of that as well. With those holes being blocked up, the dishes aren't getting clean. So I had to take care of that. Make sure, now that I know that their issue is with the chemicals, I want to make sure that the dishwasher is functioning and addressing any other issues that they said they had. So one is the wash quality. They said they weren't getting enough spray and all that other good stuff. And so now when it's going through a cycle, I actually get a chance to check out some more of the hoses and things like that, see what's going on with the sucker. You will not have a situation where you're always going to find a damaged hose or see where the crack is in the hose. Yeah, and that spray arm is not supposed to do that. There's a simple knuckle up above there. You just unscrew that knuckle and screw in a new spray head. And that is, again, a nice add-on, an upsell, if you will. So I'm just checking it, making sure everything is coming out. Nothing is getting, reinserting itself into the spray arms, all that good stuff. And this is just some stuff that I showed to the customer. So I went through here. There was a crease. There we go. That's a much better one. You can see clearly there was a crease in the line. All these things prevent they cause leakage, air leakage, so you don't have proper suction. So just stuff like this. So I'm showing here the problem that they have. This is sanitizer. It's the problem that they're having with it. This is a new hose that I put in there. I cut out the other one. The other one was orange. So I put in one that was a larger diameter. Reason why I put a larger diameter in there, mainly that's because that's what I had. Second thing is that chemical is starting to solidify. And even me trying to pull through that straw, it was like it was like trying to pull frozen ice cream through a straw. It was awful. So working with this thing, let me see, I can fast forward it. It's not paused, it's actually, I'm actually showing that it's coming through, going through the side and then up the back. And you'll see it in just 1 second. So you'll be able to catch some of the air bubbles. Fine, I'll just fast forward it. Should be coming up any second now. Sorry about that. Maybe it's in the next one. I had to go through the hoses. In the future, I'm going to change all of their distribution tubes. So I went, I had to go through and then I had to put this in there so that they can continue to wash all the dishes that they had from that service. Oh, this is the bigger hose. I'm sorry. So this is the bigger hose that I use. So you can see it actually, I'm actually pulling through there. I'm drawing chemical through the hose. And then there it is right there. That's the actual pump doing it instead of me using my lungs. So when I do go back, I'm going to replace those opaque hoses. Those are going to get changed. So as soon as all the air is out of the line, you get a solid stream of chemical. But this job, the owner had passed away. I'm taking care of some stuff for them. But this job by itself is a couple of $1,000. It's a $2,000 job. Doing all that fun stuff. So that is the one, the clear right there. I only changed one side. I didn't change the other side. So now we got 2 down. We got the rinse and we got the sanitize. So now we have a third one to go, and that is the detergent. I didn't actually show the detergent. This is the bar. They're using the wrong detergent. They thought that they can use yellow dish detergent in a dishwasher. Oh, and here's one of the Micromatic units. I've been to this place many times, but I do know that you guys don't watch all the videos. Let me see if I got a video. Oh, yeah. So remember I teach you guys I show you guys that Micromatic exists, where they have the training for you to go ahead and do to do the walk-ins. They teach you how to make their walk-ins, how to service them. And then they have these smaller units as well. And they teach all of this in their 3 different locations. It's in the video. So here's the dishwasher. Let's see here. This is the one at the bar. Like I said, each location I'm doing 2 dishwashers at a freaking time. This is something a little more common. This is a low temp. This is L1C. As it says in the description, glass washer. I had a long history with this damn dishwasher. So I believe they switched up the detergent because the detergent was giving them issues. So they decided to use regular hand detergent. And this is the model and serial number, the 1 in the back. So I took care of the problem in the front. Sorry about that, running back and forth. Here's Warren commercial. This is something, I don't know why they don't have a Samick or a RoboCoupe, but they beat this one to hell. Here's the tankless with the circle of death. This thing is still working. So someone serviced it. It was probably done under warranty, because that job it's usually when you have the circle of death, it's time. So they changed that heat exchanger. This was probably done under warranty. These are going to need about 3 different parts done to them. And then like flame sensors, and then they need to be clean. So you don't have to be a plumber. You don't have to be certified on tankless to clean a tankless. You just have to be certified on tankless to install a tankless. So you can change all the wearable parts and you can clean them. So this is something I tried to show the customer. This is the problem that they were having with the back. And this, just like the first dishwasher I had, this is costing them hundreds of dollars on their water bill. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had a water leak at your home and then open up your water bill and found out that sucker was high as hell. And that's because you had a running toilet or something like that. My water bill actually told me that I had a running toilet. And that bill hit me in the wallet. Oh, my bad. I had jury duty today. Anyway, that's what that was. And this is the other thing. Let me get out of that. Sorry about that. Oh, let's see here. Oh, so I stand corrected. I was at Buc-ee's today when I left the courthouse, and here's the guy working on the Lear system. He's working on the Lear. I've shown you guys what this stuff is. This is the company. He came all the way down freaking state. Let me show you the Lear yet again. Lear is the biggest player in these ice machine units, in my opinion. They're the biggest player. There are at least 5 other players in this, but Lear is the one that people go to the most. So this is Lear. They don't have their own people. See, they do the ones that you see that the Hoshizaki sits on top. That's a Lear, and it's all set up for Ready Ice and the rest of those guys. They don't make it. They don't make the ice machine. They don't make the vending machine. So it is what you see when you go to that grocery store, when you go to that vending area, is usually it's going to be like a Lear. Usually it's going to be a Lear. They got their own walk-ins for the ice and everything else like that. This is what they deal with freezers. They don't do ovens. They don't do dishwashers. They deal with ice. That is their thing. So for you guys to say a niche and all this other stuff, this is not a niche. This is a category. This is what these people do. Morning, noon, and night, 220 days a year, they only deal with equipment that's relevant to ice. That's all. It is not a niche. It's not a niche business. It is a billion-dollar business. All right, so that is, I can get rid of that other thing, and we'll stop the sharing is caring. All right, so ordinarily sharing is caring, but not this time. So, what else are we gonna do here? Hold on one second. I think I've shown you guys. So I'm gonna do. I will do the training, and then Brother Frank, go ahead, hit me with the question that you had. So I'm gonna do more of these training videos.
So you buy the fresh one or
I'm gonna be able to run actual service calls. You. What I have in my that's where all right, I actually over calibrated. I got the over for
$250.
or and after, whatever it is. So in this, see, I give you model numbers, I give you part numbers. Okay, brother, I'm here. So I give you part numbers, model numbers. Like this is Robert Shaw. Robert Shaw is the OEM supplier. So as you can see, it says Robert on the knob, and it's actually on the freaking knob when it's brand new. This isn't aftermarket. They are the OEM supplier. It says Robert on it. This oven that I did the calibration on is only, once again, that thing was only like about 8 months old. It wasn't like it was a 3 or 4 year old oven. So I give you the history of the product and then the components that's used. So Royal, and I'll give you guys some more information on Royal, some price sheets and things like that, because you can sell it. Royal is going to be in a burger chain. They're going to be swapping. They're going to swap out one fryer, and then you'll start to see the Royal fryer. I don't think the Royal fryer looks as good as what used to be in there, but hey, whatever. No one wants to go with who they're being forced to use now. Anyway, but this is Robert Shaw, Illinois company. All the stuff used to be made in downstate Illinois, just like Royal was made in California. But some of Robert Shaw stuff is made in Mexico. Some is Mexico, Canada, and in Asia. They've been around since 1899, and they're all over the world. Now, blah, blah, blah. Let's see here what I got for you guys. Let me go over the restaurant. I'll give you the story real quick, and then I'll go into the restaurant news. Because I discovered something. I discovered something a couple days ago that freaking blew my mind. I thought I was getting away from one client, and I actually just end up servicing them under another name. It's kind of like a customer on the residential side that says, "Oh, I'll never buy Whirlpool again," and then they buy a Kenmore that's actually a Whirlpool. I'll never buy Samsung again, and then they buy a Kenmore that is made by Samsung. I kind of did the same damn thing. So Americooler is, I might have had, I think one of those walk-ins was an Americooler, by the way. They were at the show that is for the restaurant people, not actually for us. But Americooler has a bunch of training material. Yeah, they got to get certified and all this other stuff. So when you go to, they have their own training. I know you guys aren't big on the virtual training, but you can get certified to install these walk-ins. The cooling circuit, that's actually another company. It's going to be Bone, Heatcraft, or quite a few others out there. So Americooler they just make the body. They make the body. So gain the know-how. Now they do have some where they're including, the components, but this is what you guys wanted. You guys wanted to work on these freaking walk-ins and have the manufacturer actually direct people to you. This is how you get a manufacturer to feed you work. So these are not single one-man jobs. Even using tools and the lifts and all that kind of stuff, these are going to be a minimum of two-man job. You're going to need a helper doing this kind of stuff. because when you're putting the foam blocks together, you're gonna have to work it into place. And as you can see, if you don't put the doors on right, the customer will forever have problems that someone named Mike Reed is going to have to come out and freaking take care of. So please take the training class, and it's free, by the way. So let me see here. Preferred installer, talk to a specialist. So you can go ahead and sign up and blah blah blah. And they'll get you all set up. And this is actually pretty good money. A lot of people ask me, how do you get into the walk-in business, like putting them together, getting the clients? If you're not hooked up with architects, if you're not hooked up with contractors, with builders, and with dealers, this is the way. So you got to be a part of that supply chain some kind of way. Like I said before, if you're dealing with Micromatic, you'll be in the supply chain. Micromatic will give your name out to the architect. They'll give your name out to the customers when they're deciding which box do they want to buy. Your name will be forefront. And this is typically rarefied air, which is why they're offering this type of thing. They are having, as you can see with my previous part in the video, this all ties in. People are having more and more issues. They're hiring these contractors. The contractors are doing a half-assed job, and then they're out of there. The customer's not finding out that something is wrong until 8 months or a year down the road. And by that time, most of their warranty is gone, is done. Their protection is over with. People have been, and then they turn to the people who actually make the equipment and demand that they straighten out this shitty install. So these manufacturers are like, hey, we're just going to beef up these networks and insist that people use our trained people in the ways that we teach them how to do it, not this half-ass mumbo jumbo, any way possible type deal. From straight from the horse's mouth is how things are starting to go. And once again, this company is down there, Hialeah. The father and son are Cubanos. They're doing some really innovative things. The son is been on the forefront of a lot of innovations. He's the one with the sliding door and all that stuff. So I foresee a lot of new sales, especially with that motorized door, because some of the other ones that aren't motorized, they don't make sure that the door is closing properly. But with that motorized, it has to seat correctly. So I'll probably sign up for this thing too. I really don't want it. Walk-ins, man. Walk-ins are good money, but kiss your weekends goodbye, especially summertime. So if those guys don't get this situation taken care of with those 2 walk-ins, you'll have a situation where 2 walk-ins will go down. The frost is going to build up. It's going to turn into ice. And it's going to stop the fans from turning. Not all at once, one at a time, and those suckers are going to go down. You can defrost them. You can hit them with water. That IP65 rating is not really that great. The ice typically moves the seal out of the way, and then these units are electronic fan motors. There's a circuit board in there, and that circuit board gets damaged by the moisture. It just rots everything on the inside of that motor, and then you find yourself changing out 1, 2, and sometimes even 3 fan motors. Shortly after they've had that, you would think they would get 5 years, but not when they have a shitty install like what you've seen at that one place. So AmeriCooler is a good way to get in. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys are interested in this, or if I've just been barking up the wrong tree. So this is a Mercooler. They are a very small operation. They don't have the ability to do. They have to keep up with their production. All right, so we got one from Invictus. Do we have another? Do we have anything else? Let's see here.
Okay. No one else.
All right, we got a couple people interested. Okay. Well, I typically stay away from it because the ones that are self-contained are safer than the ones that are that have external condensers. So you have ones that are all in one evaporator condenser. It is just like a refrigerator, and it's mounted above the unit, and it just blows in through an opening in the top through the ceiling. And it really is no different than a fridge. It's just a really big fridge. Yeah. So if everybody got it, okay, brother, you good? But if everybody got it, I can move on to the next thing. Or if you guys want to know more about a Mercooler, like I said, so this is free training. The other ones are from Micro. Like I said, Micromatic has theirs. This is the Micromatic that I show the. It's a 3-day hands-on training. 3-day hands-on, where they teach you how to run the beer lines and all that other kind of stuff. Make the beer cave, which is a walk-in. So it's a walk-in plus training. $625, and they, your California, Illinois, which that is up there by Rockford, it looks like. No, it can't be Rockford. It's 61115. So that's going to be northwest suburbs, and then you have Center Valley, Pennsylvania. So you have those 3 places where you have the classes. So that's what this screen is that you guys see on my training videos. This sounds like something Expired to fix. Well, you'll be able to fix it. A self-contained unit, you will have no issues with one that is a self-contained unit. It is. Let me show you an RDI cold pack unit. Now, RDI cold pack, they make units with remote condensers, but they also make one where the unit is mounted directly above. And those, you're not going to have any problem. It is no different than working on True or Structural Concept or anything like that. There's no evaporator inside the box. Everything is out. Everything is above the unit. Everything is above the unit. Let me see if I can find one. Let's see here. Well, I'll show you the troubleshooting. Let's see if they got one where we have it all self-contained. There we go. So here's one. They just call it a unit. And so this is the compressor, it's the evaporator, it's the condenser, all in one box. All the controls are there, all in one box, and it just blows the air. It's like an air conditioner. It just blows the air down. It just blows it down an opening using at least 2 evaporator fan motors, and it just blows it into the room. And then, of course, you in the room, you have the controls that communicate up there with the roof. But that's it. It's not like a unit where you got a separate evaporator and you got the drains and all that. None of that. None of that. It's just no different than a regular fridge. So here it is. You get all the. This is how straightforward it is. This is how straightforward it is. Everything is just right here. Everything is right here. Nothing over the top. Very easy. You will have quite a few of your ice cream places will opt for a unit like this. Your soft serve places will opt for a unit like this. Your sandwich shops will opt for a unit like this. There's even a pizza chain that uses RDI cold pack. They use where it's not outside, it's mounted right above the freezer, right above the box. And they use Continental refrigerators. They used to have Stolting for their milkshakes. They have Isomatic for their ice machine, and yeah, Continental for their prep table for all the ingredients that goes on the pizza. And they have the wood forest, brick oven pizza. I got the form behind me somewhere. But yeah, these are very, very straightforward. The gentleman, the two gentlemen over there at Cold Pack Tech Support, they'll walk through everything with you. Oh, I forgot a famous wing spot uses the RDI Cold Pack. It's in the back of their kitchens. So I hope that gives you, a little information. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. That's RDI Cold Pack. So they have, so here it is. The unit is mounted right above the body, right above the walk-in. Nothing. Once you take off the cover, everything is right there. No different than a regular fridge. No difference. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all. That is it. That's all. And yeah, they got RDI Cold Pack. They got a bunch of training videos. Yeah, how to adjust the door. So this is actually what I have to do.
Adjusting walk-in door hinges. General safety information.
I didn't get it.
Installation, maintenance, and servicing are to be performed only by trained and qualified personnel familiar with commercial walk-in products. Ensure that all field wiring conforms to the equipment requirements and all applicable local and national codes. Disconnect all power sources before servicing.
I'm telling you, this is
Sheet metal and coil surfaces have sharp edges. Use appropriate
It's only a minute and 30 seconds.
Use appropriate eye protection during installation and servicing.
To adjust the hinge, begin by prying off the hinge cover with a screwdriver.
As you can see, that's what they had already
Loosen the 4 lag screws on each hinge that attach to the door. Make sure you loosen the screws on all the hinges to allow the door to be squared up properly. Turn the adjustment screw clockwise to pull the door towards the hinge. Turn the screw counterclockwise to push the door away from the hinge. Once the door is parallel to the door section, tighten all the lag screws. Be careful not to over-tighten, which can cause damage to the door. Finally, replace the hinge cover by popping it back on.
Let me say this real quick. Let me see here. So now, if I go to one of my jobs and I catch one of you bastards over there, don't be surprised when you catch a pipe wrench. Because I done told your ass how to fix these crooked ass doors and stuff like that. So you've been warned. Yeah, I'm talking to your ass. You've been warned. You've been warned.
Is there no one else?
So that brings me to the title that I've given you guys. I was working at one of my long-term customers, and the maintenance guy that they had hired, he's always over my shoulder. He's hanging over my shoulder, hanging over. Oh man, they got me watching. What you do? Cause they want me to tell them what you're doing. I said, I know the owner, right? That don't sound right, but whatever. So I spend a little time and I show the guy, vacuum breakers and stuff like that, and some of the stuff I'm doing. Before I know it, I don't get any calls anymore from my favorite location. None. No calls whatsoever. I come back. When they finally do call me, they say the guy is gone. They had to get rid of the guy. Fast forward, I had to clean up everything. I'm still cleaning up the mess. Fast forward, this other good customer of mine, that's ones from the video that you saw. They started describing the guy that they had working on the dishwasher. And I go, oh, that's the guy that was watching me over at the other place. He got fired from the first place, went using the information that I had given him, saying that he was a dishwasher tech among, the regular facility maintenance stuff. So they gave him the job based on him being able to just take care of the dishwasher. He only saw me do one or two things. And even with that, he didn't know what I was doing or why I was doing it. So when I finally show up, they fired his ass because they had a huge water bill. The state was coming down on them because there wasn't enough chemical in the system. And I had to spend half a day to straighten out that freaking dishwasher. Oh, but I got my customer back. I actually got both of my customers back. One I've had for 7 years. The other one is now going to be 2.5 years now. But that kid, me just showing him just a simple couple of things cost me about $3,000 in lost maintenance calls. I should have been over there at least a couple times for not just one, but two machines. And I didn't get a chance to come back on over there to work on them because Knucklehead was over there saying that he was working on it, he's working on it, and it actually bought him a year. It actually bought him a year. What little he did get from me bought him a year's worth of time. But they did apologize to me profusely, especially since the state was going to shut down the damn kitchen unless I came out. So just thought, And then he's from one of those Mino Black Poppy Islands. That's where he's from. So I go through all this to tell you, your large companies do not allow technicians to tell the customer what they're doing. They are specifically told to give them a very large, diluted report of what they're doing. And my customers from the other dishwashers that I took care of, the one that showed the utensil polisher, they were very upset that the large companies they were calling gave them responses such as, you must call my supervisor. And they were just asking for they were just asking questions like, oh, what do we need to do? What did you do on the unit? And the responses were, you need to call my supervisor, or the sales rep is going to come by and explain to you. You need to call our 1-800 number, and then they're going to read the report to you. Everything I do goes into the system and it goes to them, and you have to call them, and then they'll explain to you what I've done. So that is the difference between us small mom and pop service companies and the large ones. People gravitate towards the smaller company because we're more flexible. We can tell them more. But that comes with issues. Just so you know, the large companies do that for a reason. And that's because they don't want the customers to run around and go ahead and try to service this stuff the next time around. This business that we're in, it is a constant need of service. You must service an ice machine. The same dishwashers for that the guy had got that job. The head of facility maintenance, he apologized profusely and then offered me the ice machine maintenance as well. So now I'm going to be taking care of 2 of their dishwashers, their hot side equipment, and then I believe they said they have about 6 ice machines at that facility. Not only that, but I'm going to be taking over probably service for them for 2 or 3 other facilities, but I have to see how they pay. Right now, they're paying me with credit card, but that's going to transition over to a 30-day net, which I am not fond of. Not fond of it, but it's all supposed to be PM. This stuff was all new, and I'm only going to be taking care of this stuff as it's hitting this 2 and 3 year mark. So, what else we got? What else we got going on from you guys? Oh, let me show you. Let me do restaurant news. Let me do the restaurant news. Oh, let me see here. How many of you guys on here have been to San Francisco or live in California? Let me see. Put up a 1 in the chat if you guys have been out that way. How many people like, and then how many people of you like Asian food? Is it Restaurant News? I think it's Restaurant News had that article. Let's see what we got. Invictus is one. All right. Anybody else? There it is. Here's the story. So this is restaurantnews.com. This is a place, and I've covered this before. I've covered this one chain before. So this is Jollibee's. They use Henny Penny. They use AJ Antunes. Henny Penny, AJ Antunes, Isomatic, because that's how I got them. I got them through Isomatic. And they are Jollibee Food Corporation. They actually own a food distribution company. It's $1 billion multinational conglomerate. And they own, not only do they own Jollibee's, but they own Smashburger. And in reading this freaking article, I come to find out they own Tim Ho Wan. I had no idea they owned Tim Ho Wan. How many of you guys know who the hell Tim Ho Wan is? Any of you know? I bet you didn't even know I took care of them. How many? Yeah, Filipino. How many of you know about the Tim Ho Wan restaurant chain? Because I had no idea that Jollibee's owned Tim Ho Wan. Oh, you don't know Tim Ho Wan? All right. Let's see if I can find this in here. So Jollibee's is launching its franchise program. And that's when they start going through this whole thing, right? They're like, Jollibee's and the same company that brings you Chicken Joy. I don't know what the hell Chicken Joy is. The flagship, which is Jollibee's. And this is all part of Jollibee's group, which is the Jollibee Food Corporation, JFC. So when you're driving around and you see a truck with a purple writing on the side, just says JFC, or it'll say JFC Foods. That's Jollibee's delivering food to grocery stores and restaurants. So then they go into the story and they say how Yeah, Jollibee's got a gross sales of $4.3 million. I can tell you all about Jollibee's. If you guys ever run into one, they use Henny Penny PFG 691s, which is my favorite. Just my favorite. Damn, hold on. Everybody's doing this this story about Jollibee's because they're opening up their franchise. Before, all the stores were corporate. They were all corporate owned. They were building out their network across the U.S., building up that desire that, as a guy I know says, pent up demand. So they went through this, and let's see here. Jollibee's. Where's the thing? Yeah, I like Jollibee's actually. It's in this. So here we go. So Jollibee's owns, and this I did not know. So Jollibee's owns Chowking. Didn't know that. I don't know what the hell Greenwich is. Isn't Greenwich that sandwich place? Isn't Greenwich that sandwich place? So these are all their subsidiaries. Red Ribbon. I didn't know they owned Red Ribbon. Young King. I don't know anything about Young King. I've seen Young King. I didn't know anything about it. But Smash Burger. How many of you guys like Smash Burger? And not just the style, but actual Smash Burger, the chain. I love Smash Burger. They give us so many, they give us so many like deals on like the buy. You will see a bunch of elderly people in a Smash Burger because they have this like a buy one get one free deal and all other kind of stuff, and it just attracts the elderly like nobody's business. Yeah, I think Smash Burger tastes good myself. So I do have to go quite a ways to go to Smash Burger. Living on this side of town that I'm on, I actually damn near got to go to the other side of Pearland, which takes me 30 some minutes to get over there. So I don't actually eat Smash Burgers much. My daughter is one of the few chains my daughter does like, but Smash Burger is owned by freaking Jollibee's. So that I did know. Oh, who we got? And then here's Tim Ho Wan. So Tim Ho Wan, you guys have seen me do some work on their pizza ovens. I've actually had to correct an install on a Hoshizaki 40. Not Hoshizaki. They do have Hoshizaki, but on a CMA dishwasher, a 44. And hold on a second. Let's see who's on here. Oh shoot! You guys couldn't see it. Damn it! My bad. You guys couldn't see it. Let me see if it's here. I am so sorry you guys couldn't see that. Oh, who we got here? Pink Fork? Pink? Where you at? Can't see it. You got a question? You got a question? Yes? No? You got a question? What we got? Oh, yeah, I see you there. I'm sorry, man. I didn't know that you had those things. You got a question? Can you hear me? Can I hear you? Hold on a second. Yeah, you're unmuted. Yeah, you're unmuted. You can talk. I can hear you. So this is, I'm sorry. You guys couldn't see this whole thing. I just now looked down and saw this. So, Pink, I can see, whatever you're typing. So go ahead and type what you got to type. I can read it now. So this is all the wonderful pictures of Jollibee's. Sorry about that. They're the chain that actually serves chopped up hot dogs in their spaghetti. And they love it. They love it. But Jollibee's is very good. Very good. So here's the list. They actually are involved with some Burger King units. And we go, oh, damn, it's my father. What the hell's the old man doing here? Hey, Pop, you there? I guess he's listening. The old man is listening for a change. Anyway, so this is... So let me show you who the hell Tim Ho Wan is. Anyway, but they're invested in Burger King, Panda Express, I don't know, Yoshi something, Yoshia. I don't know who the hell Common Man Coffee Roasters is. I mean, this is just a huge list. But I thought I was getting away from Jollibees, but I end up getting further in bed with them with this. So this is Tim Ho Wan, which is it's a much loved restaurant, the world's most inexpensive awarded restaurant. So this is Tim Ho Wan. Dim sum. So I was involved with the startup. So I was there before this. Oh, they actually have two. So they actually have two. They have one dishwasher at the bar, and then one large dishwasher in the back. And they have a very large Hoshizaki. So they have people absolutely love this place. So it is, when the health department inspector came, she knew the chain. She said she's from San Francisco and she's eaten at the restaurant many times. So that's something if a health inspector is going to eat at a restaurant. And they have an open kitchen concept, so you can see them doing all the prep work. And I was actually working on one of their ovens. It was a Premier, one of the Premier ovens. If you guys want more information on Premier, let me know. But this is Tim Ho Wan, which is owned by Jollibees. Had no idea. So here we go. New York, two in New York, East Village, Hell's Kitchen. Maybe you see Daredevil. Irvine, California, Las Vegas, Waikiki. So where's Houston people at? And then, Waikiki, and then here. Oh yeah, there's the old man. How you doing, Pop? Oh, you're on here twice. Kick from the studio. I'll leave that up. What you up to, old man? I can't hear him. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can. Oh, hold on one second, Pop. Hold on one second. Let me do this. Hold on one second. Hold on. What do you say, Pop?
Whenever you have a health inspector eat at a restaurant, that's a pretty good sign.
It is, right? Yeah, I like to think so. Yeah, that's the old
Even
man.
sometimes when you have a service guy eat there, not unless he's just a hungry,
I know I eat there.
lazy bastard,
Right. No, it's clean and it's all open. It's clean. It's all open. And when they let me get in there for that damn dishwasher, that I don't. You weren't here earlier, but they have a damn cutlery polisher to clean the cutlery and all that other good stuff.
Oh, okay, like the glass cleaners in a bar, huh?
Like the glass cleaners at the bar. So they have, and the damn thing is expensive too.
That's understandable.
Hold on. Let me see here.
It's not a vibrator, is it? It's just
you got it right. It vibrates. Yep, it vibrates.
They had those many years ago.
Right.
They didn't work. Nobody wanted to buy them.
Yeah, I know. I really don't see that many people buying them now. What the hell is this thing doing?
You take your cutlery and you throw it in.
Yeah, so here it is on the screen. So this is like the one that I got. This is $10,000, $9,100. $10,000 for the damn thing. So they're using some kind of vegetable pellets or something, and it.
So when you stick your cutlery through that hole.
You stick it through the hole, and the damn thing shakes around and shimmies around.
So that brushes
them out. Yeah, they just rock and roll around in that damn thing and come out. So fun times. And you just take the old pellets and put it back. I don't think it's the video I saw. The pellets are supposed to stay in the machine. but my customer has pellets coming out of the machine. So I'm actually going to ask them about that tomorrow to see if something is wrong with the machine, because I don't think it should be.
There's always a defect here or there.
Well, yeah, that's what the hell I do. I got to take care of them damn defects. That's how I feed my family. That's how I feed the family, Pop. So, yeah, just, this is what I do. I just talk to the people, show them a couple things here, there, That's that. And yeah, hell, you actually do you do better than most with this, because most people will call up and got echoes and everything else in the background. But yeah. So this is it. This is the show. This is the show. I talk to the people, let them know where they can go get training. I know you're not a big person on training, but in this day and age, without the training, good luck.
Well, I would agree with that now compared to 15 years ago.
Aurelio's is franchising. Look at that.
They always have. You talking about Aurelio's Pizza?
Yeah, outside of Chicagoland, they're franchising.
Oh, really?
Yep. This is the industry magazine that they're talking about franchises and all that kind of stuff. Dickey's Barbecue that nobody eats.
You see, Home Run Inn closed 3 of their stores.
No, I didn't know about that. Hold on 1 second. How the hell did
instantly a small announcement, and that was it.
Yeah. I was never.
Well, because they changed the formula of the pizza.
You always liked it. I never was fond of them.
But I'm just saying, they changed the formula. They changed the.
Well, they went big time. They went big time into the grocery store. When they went into the, selling it,
they were good when they were take and bake, and then they had their 2 stores and 3 stores, but they just changed
the end of the day.
The type of crust
the company
that
says it is closing restaurants in
very
Berwyn,
used.
Bronzeville, and Melrose Park.
They had
the company
no.
says that
They
will
didn't have
allow them to focus
ribbon.
more on its 6 remaining locations, including the flagship restaurant in
just
Little
made
Village, as well as locations in Bolingbrook, Hillside, and Darien.
Bolingbrook,
no,
not
not
the Bolingbrook.
1947.
Oh, and then the Darien location.
They're still open. No, those are locations open.
Yeah, but she said they're going to close them.
That's why Pampers
No.
absorbs wetness better.
Those areas they're going to concentrate on those.
Protection and 0%
Really?
skin irritation.
Bolingbrook has got a lot of money there. You got a Hillside, which is a lot of money is caught between the different races and nationalities.
Yeah, but if they're not, if the people aren't into it anymore, if tastes change, like you said, you got a lot of different nationalities now, and
they can survive with those other stores. I mean, they're doing good with those other stores.
Yeah, but the minute you go to their damn website, look at that, and people, that's an XLT oven. That's either XLT or Extreme. So they're using conveyor oven.
Yeah. They had that big old turnstile Felco oven at the old place. I don't know if they changed it or not.
Yeah,
that was there forever.
I have not, but that's happened since I've left,
And see, like they were just showing you the finger technique. Their pizza is not finger technique like that no more. The crust on the edge is hard. It's not the same.
Yeah, I can see it's not the same. They're no
same thing like Luinati's. They left their pizza the same. They didn't change it.
No, I know, but I don't know how the hell you would
Rosati's is like a little bit like a McDonald's and Burger King. Almost the same, but each one of them got a little bit different touch about themselves.
Yeah, see, the minute you go to their website, Pop, the first thing they're doing is the second thing they're doing is showing you the stuff you can buy at your grocery store.
Yeah, and that goes to show you how hungry they are. They realize the hell with the restaurants. The retail market is more lucrative.
Frozen pizza is first, and then restaurant is second, and then it's second. Find a frozen by Jesus. That's the first thing.
Yeah, okay, they make more money on the restaurant. Yeah. I mean, the frozen pizza.
Okay, so if you don't have it at Walmart, you're gonna get it through Instacart.
Well, they get it everywhere,
Well, yeah. See, well, here this is the only 2 options.
Oh, that's right. You're in Chicago, yeah.
I'm not Chicago. I'm Texas.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I forgot. There's Chicago everywhere. Yeah. But you know the frozen pizzas?
Walmart.
They come out of the same warehouse, all of them.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I
If
wouldn't
you
doubt
look
it.
on the back, they all come out of the same damn the same warehouse. Makes you wonder if they use the same sauce. I know when I worked in the putty company, we made all those like 20 different companies. Putty was the exact same putty. We just put different labels on it, you know?
And
the color was the most important thing. You had to have the right color.
Was over there with what's the name? Because Rochelle worked over there
Yes.
too. With what the hell was the putty company called?
New Putty.
New Putty. Yeah. You know, I went over there.
Huh?
Rochelle took me over there.
Yeah, you've been over there, yeah.
People, he's talking about 19. Jesus Christ.
86, 85.
85, right. So I was little, but I remember. Oh, that reminds me, the Italian guy, the one from Italy. Remember, we're live. The one from Italy, he called me about his pizza oven. Let me show them what that pizza oven looked like, and I'll show you. It is the.
You still online?
Yes, we're talking in front of like people.
Oh. Okay.
You're doing very good, by the way. We're talking in front of people. Yeah. Italforni. So it was an Italforni pizza oven. Let me show you what it looks like.
Not like Luigi's pizza oven, huh? That's
No,
75 years old, huh?
That's no, but you know what? They'll like import those ovens here from New Jersey, from Philly, and they'll try to make a big deal out of it. Like, oh, this is 100-some-year-old oven from Philly, and people are like, yeah, whatever, we don't care. Yeah, we don't care.
Well, you know, the guys was fighting over Luigi's oven.
I know, but how long ago was that? 20-something years?
40 years, 30 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, about 24, 40 years ago, 30 years, yeah.
Right, but now they're not fighting it over it anymore. Tastes have changed.
Yeah.
You have a microwave raised generation.
Right. Plus, the pizza had to be produced a lot faster.
Well, not just that, but they don't care about the crisp. They don't care about the bite. They don't even care if that the dough is gummy. So it's a completely different. The lows are lower, right, than what it was before. So here it is right here, Pop. This is that oven with the slats. The all Italian stone. And you got the heating element, or you have the gas one, but most of them be electric, and that's what this guy has. The guy from Italy, that he makes the pizza dough, and then he par bakes them, go through, and he shrink wraps them, you know, and then he sells them to, you know, to grocery stores and restaurants and stuff like that.
He shrink wrapped the dough, the shell.
Right, the shell, just like Boboli and
just like what you remember when before I went into this business. That's what I was going to do. Only buy the shells, and then add everything else to it.
So I was trying to get him set up with Kahi. I was trying to get him set up with Kahi to do it. I don't know what happened. So his pizza oven, he's having some problems with it. But I said, man, I don't want to go over there because it just, you know, for me, I got to work. And for me to go over there and trace down his little minute freaking issue, which it's 9 times out of 10 is going to fall back on the shitty work he had done by his electrician that caused this to happen. So I don't know.
Well,
And then he's not open because he's production. So
he's not your friend like I had the different restaurant guys. It was
I don't care about friends.
I said
I don't care about friends. Damn
I
the
said
friends.
they're not a friend.
I don't give a damn about no damn friends. Okay, look.
You're not rich. Blame yourself.
Who's that? Who's that, Pop?
Well, I can't see. I only see.
No, it's the sound.
You're not rich. Blame yourself. You don't think
Godfather's Pizza.
Godfather Pizza.
Yeah. What's the name? Herbert.
not rich. Blame
Are they still in business?
Yeah, they're still in business.
There's none here in Chicago.
Herman Cain.
You're not rich. Blame yourself. You don't think
You remember that?
Yeah, Ern became the Republican. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, damn the friends, Pop. I need the money.
Well, you listen, I'm gonna tell you, right?
I need
I'm
the
not
money.
talking about that.
I got a 13-year-old. I can't be going over there and
I said,
listening to him wave and say, I had enough of that.
you can make a lot of money with your friend, but I said that's not your friend, so therefore you're not gonna spend all the time over there.
No, I ain't gonna spend all the damn time on that. No. Oh, good. That comes up. No, I ain't gonna spend all the damn time. Hell no, Pop. I gotta keep it moving.
It's not like me, Jerry,
no
or Adams. Yeah.
Those times are gone. Those times are gone, Pop. I gotta look, Pop. Hey, you know what? I'm working on ovens that cost more than my first Subaru.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm working on ovens that cost more than that damn Nissan Sentra.
I'm working on stoves. Refrigerators cost more than that. Just a regular cheap ass household. The other day we had a guy with a Bosch refrigerator, which is full of shit. Need a compressor and need what do you call that? The transformer on it. And here find out the Bosch should change the transformer, so the transformer you need for the refrigerator you can't get anymore. So you have to buy the new compressor and a new with all the equipment on there. So now rather than spend $600, now the guy got to spend $1,500. Yeah.
Hey, that's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
And I don't have any problem on this side of it. On the residential side, it's a shit show. Oh yeah, it's a shit show, Pop. I don't have time for them whining and crying, and there we go. I don't have time for that.
They don't whine and cry.
It's gonna be so much money.
That's the way you just look at it. They don't whine and cry.
You got a problem with it? I can hit them with the Al Pacino. You got a problem with it? Fuck you. Pay me. I don't care. It is.
And
what
they
it is.
pay.
I didn't do it.
They pay. It's just that you don't like retail no more. That's all.
Yeah, I don't even want to. I don't even
What's
want
the
to
difference? You like it, you don't like it. That's it. You move on to the next.
I don't want to hear it.
I
Oh,
love
but you know,
retail.
I know. So that's what I do. So gas. There it is. There's the damn stone. This is the freaking oven right here. And you know, just like the Italians do, they abandoned this. They screwed up something. So the other Italians that they were paying to distribute the ovens and service them and install them, they had to abandon it. You know, so I got kind of stuck out there taking care of these other ovens with no damn support. And it, you know, so now they're back. I don't know, they paid somebody, so now they're here. But the other guys, the other Italians, they went and moved on to a whole nother brand. They call it Pizza Oven, Pizza Express, or something like that. Pizza Master. So now they were Pizza Masters. I got all the. Hold on 1 second. I got all the stuff. I'll tell you right now. So and theirs is called the Dragon. Theirs is called the freaking Dragon. Oh, got it. Let me see if these people can see me. Who are they? Pizza Group. They are now the Pizza Group. And they still got stones and everything else. So one set of Italians is another set of Italians is making it. The American Italians. Well, they're not American. He barely speaks any English, but still, it is what it is. It is what it is. Pop, you still there? Oh, I might have lost the old man. Oh, I did. I lost my father. I lost him. I was just gonna. Man, we were chopping up about this. I'm going to talk to him about this. When I went to court today, I don't know if he's watching. When I went to court, I had jury duty. I don't know how long you guys have been watching the video, but some of the pictures I flashed up were from when I had jury duty this morning. And they told me, they told everybody in the bullpen that unfortunately they had no food in the entire courthouse. So they have a restaurant space, but no tenant. And they didn't even have any vending machines. So they said they were looking for vending machines and that they were looking for a tenant to open up a cafe in this brand new courthouse. And I got a ton of equipment. And I brought it up to the wife, but she was so exhausted. She was like, what are we supposed to do? And she just, of course, I wouldn't, be there and I wouldn't be there making the donuts. There's the old man. Hold on 1 second. There's the old man. Hey, Bob. So anyway, so I had jury duty today, and they were telling us that they had no food, no restaurant, no cafe at the new courthouse, and then they had no vending machines. Remember, I was telling you about the automated vending machines, right?
Yeah.
So, and then not only that, but I don't know. I'm thinking about that damn cafe. Thinking about that cafe. See what the damn terms are like on that cafe. People don't realize that most of us in the service side of things have some involvement in some kind of a restaurant somewhere.
Well, they probably want too much floor space costs for that.
I don't know. I didn't even talk to him.
For a vendor to be there. That's unusual because what do they do for the employees? They have a set
brand new courthouse. Brand new courthouse. They still haven't even demolished the old courthouse yet. So they still
should have had in their floor per square foot. It's too high.
Well, there isn't even a restaurant nearby. That's why they couldn't even recommend a restaurant or anything nearby to even go to. Because we had like a good 40 minutes before the judge came in to let us know, what was going on. And they were like, yeah, you can go walk around and you can go to your car, but there isn't a restaurant, there isn't anything in there. And remember, I told you about those vending machines that have the food in them, that you can put food in them.
Yeah, but they probably want too much cost per square foot. They're probably outrageous. That's the problem. That's the reason why they don't have anybody there. Because think about it. You're a businessman. If you heard them, they didn't have any vendors there whatsoever, you might have talked to one of your other customers, or you might have decided, hey, you know what? I can put a freestanding fast snack place where everything is pre-cooked, brought in, and packaged or non-packaged, just in the display case.
It's called Restaurant
Restaurant Express.
Or Gordon's, right?
Yeah. Or Gordon Food Service. You buy this shit from Gordon Food Service.
We got 6 of them here now.
Huh?
We got 6 Gordons here.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
And Gordon
place like that.
Gordon delivers hot and ready like freaking Domino's. Gordon's is, you place a freaking order and even a manager will run out in the van and drop this stuff off. And then we got another one in Period.
Well, if you're selling meatball sandwiches, they got meatballs, they got marinara sauce, they got the cheese, they drop it off to you, and the bread.
You forget the bread. They got the bread too.
That's what it said. Everything.
I just came from there just now to get the mix for because I get the Starbucks Frappuccino.
So when you see that, they want too much for the kiosk space.
Well,
too much.
No, I don't know. I'd have to swing.
You can't pay $100 per square foot.
No,
$80 per square foot and make any money.
And all the other costs, because I'm talking to these other owners and they're like, everything is bad right now. So nobody else wants to make the leap. They're already underwater. Everybody else is underwater. They're just barely paying me, but they gotta pay me. The health department has just been out there. They gotta pay me.
You figure like this: if you open up 8 hours a day, that's $250 you got to pay for the person minimum.
Yeah,
minimum. Now you had to pay for your square footage per day, and then you got to pay for your food and your food loss. You're gonna have 30% food loss because especially when you first open up, because you don't know what they want to buy. You don't know what they want.
This is true.
You might have all cheese, Danish, and apple Danish, and they don't want no damn Danish. They want a hot dog. They want a donut or something.
Well, for the and you know what? For that, I would just do the damn vending machine. But you know what? I was looking at the numbers on the freaking vending machine, and even if I were to get the damn vending machine for $18,000, that's still, I'm still looking at having to make a couple $100 a week off of a vending machine to pay that sucker off.
That's not enough. That's not enough.
No,
for what you have to.
You know, hopefully I can be like a launch customer, but let me see what the hell I can get this thing, because a lot of these guys don't know what I'm looking at. Let me see here. Already a member. Oh, here, I can just show. Oh, none of this stuff.
But you make more money off a kiosk than a vending machine.
I would. Yes. Yeah. Well, okay, so here's the deal. With the vending machine, I no longer have to pay for employees. And then now the thing automatically tells me when the product has been sold.
Oh, yeah, you can have all that stuff on your phone, yes.
Right. So it's going to tell
what sell, what don't sell, yeah.
They're going to, well, in real time. They're going to tell me
right,
in real
but
time.
if you have a kiosk and you have a good employee, you're going to know what's going to sell, what's not going to sell, and you're going to, what don't sell, they're able to sell it and get rid of it so you can make money.
That's going to take a little while longer. Plus, now I got to have the employees there. They got to get there early. It's the freaking courthouse, so they got to get there about 6 o'clock.
So if you have vending, but if you have vending machines, it's same controversy. You put stuff in there and never sell it, but you don't have anybody there to hear what the people want.
But I already,
like I'm selling. I have all generic pop in my vending machine.
Yeah,
and my customers want Coke pop.
We got food trucks. Let me see here. Here's the thing, Pop. So with the kiosk, with the vending machine, I could put in yogurt with fresh fruit, stuff like that. Yogurt, granola in the jars. Boom. You can sell that. You know what's selling, what's not. You can take it out. You could play around with that. It's not like it's just one item. It's not like it's just one item. If I did want to put donuts in there, I could put donuts in there. I could have yogurt, donuts. Can even have.
It's different when you have a kiosk and you have a person that's there. They're asking the customers what they want.
Right. They're asking them what they want.
And you can move your profit dollar up faster than the vending machine. To me.
No, you're right. You're right about that because you actually have someone pushing it versus the screen.
There you go.
Pushing and
if
opening
you got the right employee.
Looking at the damn screen. Let me see if I got this. You know what? Okay, so all this stuff is on Instacart for Restaurant Depot because otherwise I gotta log in and I'm not really set up. So all right, so Picture Man, that was the other thing I was thinking about is the food trucks. So the food truck situation is kind of wild. So now you got a food truck and you got that damn food truck sitting there all damn day. You got that food truck running just to sell some damn coffee. And these guys won't be honest with you, but most food trucks that are out there selling coffee, they're not making enough money.
No.
They're not making enough money in that damn food truck. So, and then you got people ordering, I want decaf, I want a Americano, I want a double shot of
they want too much. They want too much of what should not be.
And you got
a damn cup of coffee. That's what we're here for.
Food truck, So it's the issues. It's issues. Damn, Instacart won't let me sign on. Hold on a second. I know what the hell I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to do. Hold on a second. Because this ain't I'm gonna have to drop that. But yeah, that's something I wanted to run by you. I hadn't talked to them about what they wanted for the space. So it was something I was thinking about. I was wondering. So yeah, for you guys that are watching this, sometimes I kick stuff off the old man. I pitch it over to him, see what he thinks about it. So he can give me another perspective, something I'm not even thinking about. All right, Restaurant Depot. Let me see if I can log on. I think I am. Yes. All right, cool. So let me kick this one on over. Let me shop in store. So this way they could see what I'm talking about. Because it's a little easier. It's a little easier when they're able to see that.
Well, you know, even like some of these food trucks, they don't make everything. They go to food service.
They don't make a damn
like that.
They
can't make everything, you know, because they have to have a commercial kitchen.
It's actually not even profitable for you to make everything. Hold on one second. Let me.
Because you remember your auntie when she had the food truck, she had to make the barbecue separate, and she didn't want to sell hot dogs and Polishes, and ended up she had to sell hot dogs and Polishes and made more money than selling the damn ribs and the rib tips.
Yeah,
and she was a rib lady. They didn't give a shit about that. You know, what she went to, that's what they want.
Yeah, son of a gun. This thing ain't showing my other screen. Damn it, all the hell. I'm gonna have to show the entire screen.
I'm getting ready to sign off, son.
All right, Pop. I'm gonna show them this. Show them. So I'm logged into Restaurant Depot. They got everything. They got appliances, the whole nine. Picture Man says,
oh yeah, Restaurant Depot. Okay, yeah, because you can also.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they got everything. They got blenders. They actually had Dukers freezers in there because they go with whatever equipment they can get their hands on. That's what they'll put in the.
Right. Because I mean, a couple of years ago, they had a lot of Chinese stuff in there.
Oh, they still do. That's what this Sir Lawrence is. Sir Lawrence is their in-house brand, and it's Chinese stuff. Before they had Sir Lawrence stuff, they had a Tosa. Yeah, they had some Tosa stuff in there.
No, just like I tell the guys, if you want to buy a panini machine, you can do two things: either buy a real one or buy the cheapest one and throw it away after a year or two. Or if you had a real slow business, it might last you 5 years. But if you got a fast business, 2 years, year and a half, that's it. It's gone.
Yeah. Well, that's what. All right. So I was looking at one of the real manufacturers. Their hot dog roller is $3,000, and the cheap Chinese garbage, the Vivor and all that stuff, it was like $360 bucks.
You don't like. I don't know if you got it there in Texas. The gas station, they had a hot dog rollers.
Yeah, they got it here. That's what I was looking at. Yeah.
You know, they went from the real good ones, then the cheap ones, then they went back to the good ones. You know why they went back to the good ones?
Because
even though they only got 6 or 7 hot dogs over there rolling, they know that thing, the filaments burn out right away on it.
Mm-hmm.
But
the cheap ones are made for like catering. You're gonna do your
it's for parties and bullshit like that.
Turn it on and turn it off. You're not gonna leave it on 365
right.
days.
It's not an all-day machine. Yes.
No.
And see, and when you go to those gas stations and little places and bars like that, it's up there for a reason. You have to show that the food is turning. Otherwise, they won't buy the pizza. They want to buy the hot dogs. They want to buy the rolls, anything like that. And like a lot of people tell me, well, you know, I don't know why I just can't put a regular refrigerator with canned pop. And I said, if they don't see the pop, they won't buy the pop.
They won't buy it.
You have to have glass doors. You know, I don't
have to have a
merchandise. Right, it's a merchandising thing. You know, you got to entice the person, appetite, eyes, make them. Oh my God, that's what I really want, even though you don't want it. But if you get the cheap equipment, you pay one way or the other. Either you want to buy every 2-3 years or whatever, or you want to have a longevity and say, I can repair this thing and it might last me another 10-15 years down the road.
Yeah.
But then you got the expense of bringing in the cheap item, taking out the cheap item. Bringing in the cheap item, taking out the cheap item. So you got to pay for shipping, delivery, and then doing damage to your place.
They've cut down on the shipping. So a lot of the stuff, the shipping is a very minimal cost. You're talking about
but you still got to have a human bring that into your store, your place of business.
Yeah.
Damage is damage. I don't care who you get to do it.
They don't care. They don't factor that in anymore. It's a non-issue, especially when you're talking about a difference of $360 versus $3,000. They don't even factor that in. They factor that in. So yeah, I just looked at Restaurant Depot. So the only thing that's missing with the meatballs is the can opener, and you can get that at Restaurant Depot too.
Yeah. So you buy a marinara sauce, you buy the meatballs, buy the bread, you buy the cheese.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They got the cheese. I'll show the cheese too.
And you got Panera.
No, that's
Panini Press. You can have
Here it
also you can have just the what is it, the thing to heat up the marinara sauce and the
soup. Yeah, warmer. Soup can warmer.
The warmers. Yeah, I'm sorry, my mind is going blank. Have a warmer. You drop the meatballs in there with a little.
You can either do
beef.
You can do
au jus.
Warmer.
Yeah.
Right. Or you could just put it in
and
a
if you
tray.
if you want to be even cheaper, you can just drop it all in the red sauce, and the customer don't want one with red sauce. You drop a couple of them in the meatball and microwave, heat them up. But better flavor if you leave in the marinara sauce or the au jus sauce. You know.
Yeah. I was just looking at they always got cheese. They always got cheese on sale. So yeah, because some of these guys are saying in the chat, Bob, they said, they need a food truck, but I don't know. I don't think to the food truck people it's worth it.
Everybody think they do the food truck. They think that's going to be the way of the world. If they're doing catering and parties, fine and dandy. Or they got an area that they want to see, that they want to know if they can open up another location there, see how they do with that food truck way or that other area. Other than that, if you got a brick and mortar, stay with your brick and mortar.
Yeah. See, here's breakfast
You
patties.
use your food truck for your birthday parties, your anniversary parties, your things of that nature, or you have a food trailer.
Yeah.
Like a lot of guys, they have food trailers and they bring it to your house for a party. You know what I mean?
Right.
We'll do all your barbecuing and
they know that they got a set number of people. They're gonna
right. Yeah, I got 200 people gonna be at my house. I want Gene and Jude there. So there you go. Boom.
And the courthouse, with the exception of the bailiffs and
but
the
the courthouse is if they will let you be on the ground selling.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you all the way on the streets, 10 blocks away, or 8 blocks away, or 5 blocks away, and nobody want to walk there during the heat, then you're out of business.
Yeah, but they said, all right.
You got the heat. We got the cold weather.
That's what I think too. Yeah, I know. But all right, so let me read a couple of these. So unless you're serving that menu construction site, you probably won't be successful with that limited offering. Yeah, I know. And then Picture Man says, when you're stuck at that courthouse all day, price really isn't the issue. But
that's true. But convenience is the issue.
Yeah.
Can I just walk over here and get this? So yes, I gotta pay $3 for a donut, but can I get it right now, or do I have to walk 4 blocks to get the damn thing, or do I have to walk out in the heat or the cold to get it?
Well, I think more than likely they're doing some kind of delivery because, like I said, there wasn't even a restaurant anywhere near it, and that's
but guess what? This is your first time at the courthouse. You don't know anything about delivery. All you know is it's lunchtime. I want to eat.
Yeah.
I got 45 minutes or an hour. So what do I call? Who do I call?
Well, I think they're more or less would take people's orders for something like a Jimmy John's or something like that, or whatever the hell is nearby. Or
regardless, still I got 45 minutes an hour. I didn't even realize this until 15 minutes after I got out of looking around to where something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got 25 minutes. So I ordered Jimmy John, even though they're in 10, 15 minutes, I got to gobble this down. Everybody's not a gobbler.
Yeah, well, it is one of those things. But all right, Pop.
I got to go. I'll talk to you later on. Okay,
all right,
bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Yeah, people, that's the old man. That's the old man. But they have all this stuff here, Restaurant Depot. Everything is frozen in boxes. And when you order this food and you start eating it, you immediately realize that all these restaurants that you go to are all using the same damn food. Even when it's coming from Cisco and US Foods, it's still the same damn food. Very little variation. Very little variation out there. So I know, Picture Man, the vending machines I was looking at, it was let me go back to regular screen. Vending machines I was looking at is the prices are kind of high. So unless they would have to stretch the financing out longer than 3 years. Because when I looked at it for 3 years, it's extremely difficult to pay back a unit from Structural Concepts or True. Let's see here. It's extremely difficult to pay back with those kind of numbers. When I was showing Structural Concepts vending. When I was showing it to my wife, we pulled up a Jamaican food vendor that went out of business. He was actually trying to use one of the food halls, and he went out.
By partnering with our customers,
He went out because his costs were just too high. He ended up charging like $35 for a plate of oxtails. $6 for
making it faster and easier to maintain.
plantain. So it was ridiculously high because of the cost, and it was kind of, when I looked at the numbers, it was kind of the same way. It was kind of the same way on the vending machine. So what'd you say there? Pops is right about the convenience. So yeah, delivery. I wouldn't even consider the delivery, but interesting. This is Structural Concepts deal is the condenser pulls out. Everything pulls out. It's not quite a cassette because they use these rubber hoses and they leak. Oh, really? So that's why I think, especially if they have no food vendors available and none in a brick and mortar, or at least a good 2-3 blocks in either direction, they're probably taking orders on, some kind of sandwich and having that brought in for them. That's my only thing. I didn't get a chance to witness it, but they're not going to keep people there all day and not feed them. So that's just one of those things. I like to even talk it over before I even expend my energy to even go ahead and talk to these people, because it's, when you go out there and talk to these damn people, it's a pain in the ass, especially a courthouse. Everybody's a damn judge or a lawyer or something. Ugh. Then they want your information, and all you want is information, but they want your damn information. And look, man, I just want to know what you guys are charging for the damn space. Just want to know what kind of split you guys want to do off the vending machine. That's all the hell I want to know. So anyway, this was what I was telling you guys about this damn Structural Concept.
by partnering with our customers and applying our decades of engineering and merchandising.
I don't know if they have a generator to see. If you hit that request a demo button, the sales guy is going to call you from now into eternity. Ask you a bunch of freaking questions. But whatever vending machines they put in there, they're going to sell. Yes, they will. I'm thinking about a more traditional vending machine would, I would be certain of my numbers if I'm going to put in all these caffeinated drinks, these refrigerated canned coffee drinks, that kind of stuff. Then I know what I'm going to be getting back. You put Coke and Pepsi in there, you know, and all these other stuff. The water in there, you know, I know I'm going to move that. But it's going up for the higher stakes, putting in, as I was explaining to my wife, putting in yogurt, the granola and yogurt, the fresh fruit in the yogurt, that kind of thing. Man, if it was a municipal building, it is. You can talk to the clerk of the court about the process. It is a municipal building, yes. It is the county courthouse. So, yeah, I guess I could do that. I also take care of clients that are in office buildings. Like I said, I take care of a number of Starbucks locations that are operating in office buildings and hotels. I take care of a couple of cafes that are operating in office buildings that are, you know, independent. So I know that they have all told me, you know, how well they do before COVID, how well they do, because that is another thing that has stopped people from wanting to do these cafes in these buildings. But this is a different situation because this is a courthouse. So I don't know. Nowadays, with a very simple, hold on a second, with a very simple Mary Chef, with a very simple Mary Chef unit, you're able to pump out food. Even if I put in a fire, if I put in a Turbo Chef fire unit, you know, you got a pizza in 2 minutes. You got a pizza from scratch in 2 minutes. So that is what makes it so tempting. When you're in this business, you have access to all these kind of things. You guys go, oh, Mike, you know all these people. Well, I only know these people because I do work for these people, and I go ahead and I solve their problems, and they want to know who the hell is solving their problems. I go ahead and I talk to them about training, and so they want to know what they can do better with training, what needs to, you know, are you benefiting from the training, that kind of thing. And so with something as simple as a fully automatic espresso machine, a speed oven, you're essentially recreating a Ziggy's coffee, a PJ's coffee, a Starbucks, just by having, just like the young ladies got, a simple sandwich in there with a panini press on it, and bam. And this is just a vegan option. It was just cheese, tomato, and I don't know what the hell the other thing was. Or you could do a BLT. Soups. So this was just, I don't know what the hell the green thing is. Tomato, something green, and then mozzarella. And that cooks in less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. You got grill marks on the bread. It's toasted. And the internals is cooked to the temperature that you want. You can turn around and do cookies. You can turn around and do muffins in there. So that kind of becomes the heart. You're not sitting there with a griddle and trying to bang out, you know, smash burgers and stuff like that. This is with the different concepts I've been exposed to, especially like the one I told you guys, I went to that university and they made everything for me using the speed oven. They made a nice panini sandwich, and it hit the spot. They were packed. That the tenant prior to them was a coffee shop. So now they've 10x'd what that coffee shop was making by serving full meals. Not only the coffee, but now they're doing coffee and they're doing panini, soups, and other things in there. So, all right, Picture Man says that's the reason why they're trying to get everybody back into the office. Right. Businesses are losing money. So they're getting squeezed. They're not seeing as much traffic. And then their products, the cost to acquire the meatballs is going up. The cost to acquire eggs is going up. The cost to acquire chicken wings has gone up. So it is just nuts. And now, thanks to equipment like this, you're competing with hotels, you're competing with gas stations, you're competing with the coffee shops, and I don't know why more food trucks don't do this. Like I said, Iggy's, PJ's Coffee, Starbucks, they're all, taking stuff, throwing them in these ovens and whipping out. Like, you guys have seen the pizzas that these things make, right? And in case you guys don't know, let's see here. I'll do a video.
Pizza option as a takeaway or pizza option as a takeaway or as room service. We've got a pre-cooked base here.
Oh, good, you can see it.
With a nice tomato sauce and some cheese on top, and we're going to slide this into our Merrychef Icon E2S. I'm going to cook this direct onto the cook shelf so I get a nice crispy base. I go to pizza, press the timer, 1 minute 15 seconds. On average, most pizzas are around 1:30. That's a fast pizza that you can serve, as I said, in room service or as a takeaway option. Coming up to 5 seconds to go now for our pizza. As I said, very good for a room service option. The chefs can prepare these, keep them in the fridge, and the night porter, all he has to do is follow the instructions, place the pizza into the oven. There we go. We would pop that into a nice takeaway box, and that's your pizza in 1 minute 15 seconds in the Merrychef Icon E2S.
So with something like this, you're able to do chicken sandwiches, paninis, pizzas, steak sandwiches. Matter of fact, because this is what Panera is doing. Panera is using the same freaking equipment. So everything gets blurred. Everything gets freaking blurred. I don't think he's cooking much in here.
This oven's out on the market today about 20 times faster than a traditional convection oven. Perfect.
And so it's not fine dining, they know that they're
unique in the sense of we're doing that front filter, like you said, versus our competitors. There's in the back that never gets cleaned. I can promise you. I've seen it. Looks like a chia pet. It's disgusting.
Egg sandwich.
One of the other things. This is also Wi-Fi enabled.
All right, so this is they got a ton of videos with Merrychef.
Let's talk breakfast sandwiches here. You know what? Let's talk 2 breakfast sandwiches. We're going to do 2 at a time from Fresh. We're going to get that in under 2 minutes. Really fresh ingredients, really bright, vibrant flavors, all quick and all in a really, as you can see, really confined space. We're not moving around a lot here. It doesn't dedicate to a portion of your kitchen to that.
Now imagine if I did go
We've got our
this,
and I here. We're going to have 2 of those with some nonstick.
What would happen to my location?
You got 3.
One oven would go down. Even if I had 2, I would still need to get the other oven up as soon as possible because it is
crack a fresh egg.
So many items.
Right into the ones we just greased up. That's 1.
My bottom line.
That's 2.
The damn oven can make a breakfast sandwich in a minute.
Not to get a little salt and pepper.
I mean, you still have to crack the egg and put all this
things up here.
In 1 minute.
Grab our flat. We're gonna slide this right into our cavity here.
You do all fresh.
Get that working. Now what this is gonna show, we've done a stage cooking here, so it's only about 40 seconds for the eggs and bacon to go in there and to get to a full cook. We need a minute after that to toast our English muffins. We're gonna get those ready. These are gonna go right into, I'm gonna use a mesh basket on this to let the airflow underneath them. Let them get nice crispy and toasted. Make a better sandwich. So we'll get this ready and laid out. So on the stage cooking, when we get to the end of the 40 seconds, there's gonna be a prompt that we've set into this that's gonna tell us we need to take the eggs out and we need to put the English muffins in so we can build our sandwich from there. So we got about 9 seconds left on that time.
Yes, we
got
work
our
on
English
the
muffins set up. We're ready to go.
Opportunities come up. I don't have one. I would have to actually, well, the
Screen
opportunity
read
is
full egg
for me to get
and add English muffin. So we're gonna do exactly that.
Look at that. Done.
Get these set up.
And then you just put the bread in there and it's gonna toast it. You don't have to worry about an employee.
Gonna say everything all set.
Putting out raw
that
food.
rolling.
It's already pre-programmed. Your instructions are pre-programmed. All that food.
While we do that, we got our nice hot bacon and eggs. We're gonna lay these cheese slices right on top of the eggs to get those melted.
So how long have you been doing
Leave
this?
that aside. Also, as we start getting our plate together, just something to dress it up, something to make it easy. We're just gonna throw some apple slices.
You're watching this
fan those out
essentially
on the
real
plate
time.
while that toasts
The
up.
video itself is only 2 minutes.
Just dresses it up a little bit, adds a little bit of freshness to the look.
I need to do panini presses.
You really want to highlight that you're working with fresh products.
This is the same
A lot of
machine
your
that
competitors
well,
are not,
they're
and
using
they're
Turbo
taking the
Chef.
cheap road out. So this oven really lets you
Only people that aren't using this
work that. So we're gonna just fan those out. Take a bite.
So what I'm trying to tell you guys,
Plate up,
it's
ready?
very tempting. And when it really
English muffins are
comes
nice and
down to it,
toasted.
a lot of people
I went with a honey
in
wheat.
industry are
While we
tied
do
in
that,
with actually
just throw that in there. You don't have to hit the button.
having a
Just while you take
location.
your English muffins out and get ready to build. That'll just make sure your cheese is melted all the way down on top of those eggs.
The reason why he's saying it because that oven is still hot as hell. Those ovens go through a preheat.
There we go.
Yeah, they go through a preheat, so they're already about 200 degrees at any given time.
Build our sandwiches.
And if it ever falls below a certain temperature,
Got
it goes
our egg
through
and
a pre-warming.
3 strips of bacon. 3
Because it-
half strips, excuse me.
It's
Don't wanna
going around
oversell the bacon
700
there.
degree air. It's like a tornado. It's like a 700 degree tornado is whirling around in there with like I forgot how many holes they say is in the plates. We'll just say just for argument's sake, it's like 100 holes, top and bottom, blowing
Got our
air
plate with our apples.
at the food.
Nice toasty warm breakfast sandwich.
So this is the type of thing. So he's been doing this for 4 minutes and 48 seconds,
Or not sharing.
and that includes the whole little pre
There you go.
title. So this is the dilemma, you know, when considering if I wanted to go forward something like this. For sale. All right, anything else that you guys wanted to go over before we wrap this thing up? Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. This is why they're taking over. $5,000 versus 15 grand. That's not bad at all. That's not bad. And see, yeah, I've seen some used ones from other sources, a little better price than that. But that's not going to break the bank. $3,000 ain't going to break the bank. Here's Catco is also a speed oven. So versus the Turbo Chef, which is 15 grand. $8,000 brand new, or even $5,000 brand new. $5,000, that is very doable. That is very doable. And then there's other ones out there like Practica. I wonder what the hell Practica's selling for. So yeah, Practica is going for about the same. 5, 6. Oh, that's Medea. That's Medea. There's Practica going for about 10, and they're in Dallas, so they're trying to keep up with not Starbucks. They're trying to keep up with Turbo Chef. I'm a little partial towards Amana. Mary Chef took me under they welcomed me with both arms. But I do like my Amana Menu Master and Express Chef items. I have been working with Amana for about a good 10 years. And there's Practica, so Practica got one for $9. These are some of their new ones for $9. The Fit. And all of these, you have the options to get the panini press and stuff like that. But anyway, these little ovens are they're a restaurant in that little small box. That is your freaking hot side. Because you could damn near fry. You're damn near frying in those. But everything else, you're gonna want to use a commercial air fryer anyway. You guys do know there are commercial air fryers, right? So you got your Perfect Fry. So that is, we'll just go with the Perfect Fry. There's about three of those guys out there. Or we'll go with Chris. We'll go with we'll do this one, which is 120 volts. It's about $5,000. But with this is a commercial air fryer. So you don't have to run out and buy a new air fryer from Walmart every other month. So it's a commercial air fryer, and they have ones that are and this is 120 volts. So with this, you can make French fries in just a few minutes. You don't have to worry about disposing of grease and all that other kind of stuff. Then with the express ovens, you can cook your proteins as they shown. You can have you can make breakfast, and then for lunch you could do salads. You could actually grill. You can actually like saute vegetables and things like that in them. You can actually cook chicken from raw in those ovens. Dice up the chicken, and then put it on the salad. And you have a lot of different options. You got a lot of different options. And then for dinner, well, people might want to take something. They might have skipped lunch. You can give them, some kind of fries and burger, or some kind of a panini sandwich and fries to go, or even a pizza to go. So you got a lot of options out there. So it's you need a plan. You need a plan. It's like the Mike Tyson thing. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. But with that, we'll do the video for training for the week. I got to put out another video with the jobs. I'm steadily updating the videos every week. Please let me know about anything you would want added to it. I put in here XLT information. Oh, and I still forgot. Every week I forget something. So there's some other stuff I'm going to add to the list. And if you do know of something that's going on, please let a brother know. If you would like to buy a brother some coffee or a panini sandwich, that's the information right there. If you found any of the information helpful, that's how you can donate to the channel. So other than that, when I put up enough videos on on the Patreon. I'll release the Patreon information. I've had it for a number of years. I just never did anything with it. But I'll just put these training videos on there. Step by step, parts, prices, where to get the parts, tech support information, just a breakdown of, when I actually go out on the job, I just do a breakdown of it. Something like that. Try to help some of you guys out. Other than that, you guys have been silently watching. You guys actually got a chance to hear the old man, see a little bit of see his eyes and his forehead. We all still have our hair. He's gone gray because he stresses the hell out of himself. That's his fault. Even he's not supposed to be gray yet. My father's father, he left this earth with black hair. No, hey man, I appreciate you guys being here. And don't forget stuff like this at Carpigiani that gets you guys into the McDonald's that you all got a hard on for. AJ Antunes, that's your Jollibees uses AJ Antunes Firehouse subs. You can go and take a look at my Firehouse sub video. I was doing work in Firehouse subs. So they use a number of different ice machines now, but AJ Antunes is their main cooking food. And they don't need a hood because it's all steam. These are stuff for the for the washers. This is if you're going to be doing retirement homes. I got a number of videos that are going to be prepared about washers, about laundry. Doing some of the simple stuff with that, the drain valves and whatnot, but covering the whole ordering process, purchasing, that whole thing, especially when I had to get it from the distributor. Fun fact, my local distributor for a drain valve, they want $300 on a Unimac. But if I buy it online from just random sources, it's $150. So there's that. That reminds me, I gotta give a quote. To this this facility. So I got at one facility alone, I have to do ice machine, grill, steamer, and one of their Unimac washers. That's 5 things I got to do for them. So they need a breakdown on each unit, and then they have to allocate the funds for that because it's a non-for-profit. Fun times. I don't normally like working on Unimac, but the previous guy died. Their in-house maintenance guy had a widow heart attack and no longer with us. And the new guy is kind of overwhelmed. I think he might quit. I think he might quit any day now. He's freaking out. But with that being said, the video is done. With that being said, I'm signing off. This is Mike Green, and this channel is New to Commercial. I come on here on Mondays and Thursdays. Typically, it's always 7 o'clock. If I come on earlier, I play some videos, some training videos, service videos, that type of thing. But I discuss what's going on in the industry, what training classes are happening, who the clients are for the equipment, just that kind of stuff, and answer your questions about what you're going through out there in the market, what you're experiencing out there with the equipment that you're working on, that kind of stuff. That's what we do over here. That's right. With that, you ain't got to go home, but no, hold on. What the hell is it? It either. Well,
be relentless. That's it. I'm done.
Be relentless, but
you damn skippy it was, bro, man. You got to go, man. Nah, follow this trail. You got to get up on out of here. Let's go, bro, man. You got to roll with it.
You got to go. And at any time you got welcome. I'll be here on Thursday. Well, let me see if anybody contributed to the channel. I don't think so, but if they did, I'll thank them right now. I know time's a little tough for y'all. No, I don't see anything. I don't think. Oh, no, I do. All right, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I got a contributor to the channel. Hold on. This was oh no, we got another one. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Y'all okay. Hold on 1 second. All right, so let me thank my contributors to the channel today. That is hold on, let me put on my damn glasses. Let me put on my glasses. Hold on, there it is. All right, so Melissa, thank you very much for contributing to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And Abdullah, oh, no problem, man. I am. So Melissa, thank you very much. And Abdullah, no problem. I want you guys to be successful. I don't, it could be overwhelming. All these different issues that the customer has and all that. Take it one step at a time. Don't forget that I'm here to get you the answers that you're looking for. So you guys aren't bothering me if you're asking for this kind of stuff. So I'll get you the information. I'll put it out. Let me put a video out, that kind of stuff, and get you what you're looking for. Yeah. So thank you very much. I know that's you, man. I appreciate it. What is this? My app says, oh my bad. That was an old one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I am more than likely going to get one. I got pizza ovens. I have convection ovens. I have deep fryers. I have conveyor bun toasters. I do not have a speed oven. And yeah, more than likely, I'll go ahead and pick one up on the auction. But I haven't had the. I'd hate to spend that money on getting one because it's always a fight. It's always a fight on the auction. They never really go for. What I feel is a fair price to buy on the auction. They always go for an astronomical amount. But whatever. All right, so hopefully you all will do the same in your course of working on this stuff. You're going to end up with pieces of equipment too. So thank you very much. And I'll catch you guys on Thursday. Might even be earlier than 8. See you later.
You're not rich. Blame yourself.
You got to have vision.
We are same, but different. What's the same?